Hi, this is Oleksandr Zalugovskiy, and this is the third video where I will answer the questions we hear most often from you regarding our dual version solution. If you have a question that I did not answer here, or if you need more information for ones that I did answer, you can use the contact details below to get in touch with our team, and we will be happy to help. What happens if the process of migrating my customer from one system to another fails? To minimize any risk of failure during the migration, we conduct what we call a dry run with our Porter utility. In other words, a rehearsal, and here is how it works. You provide us with the batch of customers that you want to migrate first. Our PortaOne team performs this migration in a dry run or rehearsal mode. If any failures occur during this dry run, we fix them promptly. Only then we will scale up the real migration, with those failure risks already resolved. When we are ready to go, PortaOne will wait for another batch from your end, and we will repeat the same steps until all customers are migrated. When can I start changing prices for existing products, or start selling new products that are only available in the updated version of PortaSwitch? When the dual version deployment and provisioning stage starts, a temporary product catalog freeze will be required, which means that it will not be possible to change the configuration and pricing of the existing products until the last customer is migrated from the source system to the target. However, as soon as the dual version deployment and provisioning stage is completed and the IP switchover from the source to the target system is performed, you can introduce new products and launch new services on the target system immediately. This means that you can start selling new products for your new customers on the target system even before you migrate your first existing customer from the source system. If you want to know more about this temporary product catalog freeze, you can find all the information in the relevant dual version PortaSwitch documentation, which is in the link you see right here on your screen. How reliable is dual version? Typically, bugs in software occur in the new code that hasn't been sufficiently verified in various configurations. With dual version, however, for the most crucial part, which is converting customer data from the old version to the new one, we are not creating new code. Instead, we are relying on the same code that was executed during our standard update procedure, which by this point has been executed multiple times in the PortaOne lab by our QA team and in production by our customers. This is exactly the reason why we expect no issues during the data transformation part. And in fact, this reliability is proven. You can see a video with those real-world case studies using the link that you see on your screen. What are the pros and cons of dual version? Let's start with the pros. First, if issues arise with the new version, they will affect only a small group of customers, specifically one customer batch. In that case, you simply transfer those customers back to the older release, and then those customers will not experience the problem anymore, and your team can deal with the issue in an urgent manner. Second, because there is no need for intermediate migrations, much less time is required from your engineering team for migration preparation and testing of main scenarios. And finally, you can launch new products on the target system immediately after it is deployed, while the migration of existing customers is still being done. This means you can go to market with new products months earlier than you would normally be able to. And then here are the cons. First, during migration, some operations are restricted for the administrator. For example, changes in the configuration of existing products on source system. Second, your customer will not be able to access their service for just a few minutes. And finally, you will need the additional hardware or cloud resources. I hope you found these answers helpful. If you have more questions about dual version, please get in touch with our team using the information and links you see on your screen.